This episode of Ties That Help is brought to you by Ting. What's up guys? Apple's Worldwide Developer Conference, or better known as WWDC, is coming up on June 10th, where they're going to be announcing some awesome new stuff. So in this video, I wanted to give you 5 predictions that I have that they're going to announce or not announce at WWDC. Let's do it. Number 1, iOS 7 and OS 10.9. It's pretty much confirmed that Apple is going to reveal iOS 7 as well as OS 10.9 at their WWDC event. In a press release, Phil Schiller from Apple was quoted saying, "Our developers have had the most prolific and profitable year ever, and we're excited to show them the latest advances in software technologies and developer tools to help them create innovative new apps." As far as the Mac updates to OS 10.9, it's probably just going to be like we've seen before in the past. They're going to add more stuff to make it like iOS and more integrated with iOS. Maybe they'll even do some design changes to it to reflect the new iOS 7 design. Johnny Ive, the guy who designs all of the Apple products, is now working on redesigning iOS 7. And the rumor is iOS 7 is going to look completely different with a more flat looking tile-like design. So with the new flat design, I kind of see it looking more simple and clean and kind of looking a little bit like Windows Phone, how they have the tile layout and everything looks flat, but obviously Apple will do their take on it and it'll probably look a lot better. So from the quote I've said before to everything I've read, it seems like Apple is giving developers more options to make apps more integrated with the phone and be able to control things like settings and stuff like that. That's at least what I'm thinking, to make apps and iOS 7 better overall. I'm guessing they're going to do just like they have in the past, and iOS 7 beta as well as 10.9 beta will be released the day of WWDC to developers, and then it'll be out to everyone, to the public, at a later date. But iOS 7 specifically, I think will launch with the new iPhone 5S, which I'll get to in just a little bit. Number 2 is new MacBooks. There have been rumors that Apple is going to discontinue the MacBook Pro non-Retina display models, but I actually think they're going to update them and keep them around and possibly even make them cheaper. What I've been looking forward to is an update to the Retina display MacBook Pro, which I'm sure is going to at least be announced at WWDC, probably available at a later date afterwards, but will definitely be announced at WWDC. The MacBook Air will also probably see an update with the added Retina display to it finally, and I'm guessing the non-Retina MacBook Pro as well as the new MacBook Air will be released probably either immediately or shortly after WWDC. Number 3, the iPhone 5S. I think we're finally going to see the iPhone 5S unveiled at WWDC this year, and I do think it will be an iPhone 5S. It'll be just a small upgrade, probably a better camera, maybe a better battery, maybe better processor, just the overall little bit better phone, maybe even a little bit better build. I'm guessing the design will probably stay exactly the same though, but it won't be that much better than the iPhone 5 that we have now. The iPhone 5S will mostly be focused on software because iOS 7 is going to come out along with it, and that's what they're really going to focus the phone on, not what's new in the phone itself, but the software on it. And for you guys waiting on the new iPhone 6 or the cheaper model iPhone that's been rumored, that will probably be sometime in 2014. But as far as the release date on the iPhone 5S, there's no rumor specific release date yet, but they will announce it at WWDC, and it'll probably be sometime this summer. Maybe September at the latest, but I'm thinking somewhere around July or August. Definitely not June though. Number 4, a new iPad mini. Notice I didn't say an iPad mini with Retina display because they may not do it. There's a possibility they might, and I'm hoping they will, but it may just be like an iPad mini 2 upgrade. It could just have a better processor, maybe better camera, maybe better battery, kind of like the iPhone 5 to the 5S will be, just a little upgrade to make the phone, or in this case the iPad mini, a little bit better, but we may not see the Retina display. Again, I'm hoping we will, but there's a chance we won't. And it probably won't be available immediately after WWDC. It'll probably be a little bit later, maybe a month or so, before we see the new iPad mini available to everyone to buy. And number 5, Apple won't announce any new product lines at WWDC. This is their developer conference, so it's obviously going to be focused on software, along with the iPhone 5S and new iPad mini and new MacBooks, but that's because software are coming on them. But this is not a place where they're going to announce something new that we've never seen before from Apple, like an iWatch or the Apple TV. I think if we do see something like that from them this year, it will be later this fall, which they've actually kind of mentioned before in the past. I think it was the CEO, Tim Cook, mentioned that new product lines will come out sometime this fall. But who knows, maybe they'll do the one more thing and it will be the iWatch or the Apple TV or just something new we've actually never seen or heard rumored from Apple. You never know. My guess is that we won't. It'll be later this year. Now before we head out of here, let's take one last look at our sponsor for this video. You're probably familiar with all these cell phone carriers that give you crap service and you pay way too much for it. And they have all kinds of hidden fees and penalties if you go over. Well, some geeks got together and they made a service called Ting, which is easy to understand and use, and most of all, affordable. Their service is built on Sprint's 4G network, so wherever you have Sprint coverage, you're going to have Ting coverage. If you need to call in for phone support, you won't speak to an automated machine. You'll speak to a real person that actually wants to help you. And best of all, Ting has one simple plan with fair and honest pricing. Your text messages, your minutes, and your data are all billed separately. And if you don't use all of your text messages, your minutes, or your data in a month, you'll actually be credited the difference at the end of the month. And if you go over on anything, you'll just be charged the additional amount. You won't get charged penalties and premiums like other networks will add on. So if you want to check it out, go to ihelp.ting.com and try out their online savings calculator. And if you do decide to sign up, you'll get $25 towards most Ting devices, towards the phone itself, or you can actually put that $25 toward Ting service. Again, the URL is ihelp.ting.com. Check it out. So there you go. There are my 5 predictions coming up for WWDC. Again, the date is June 10th. Of course, I will be covering it on my YouTube channel right here, so make sure you subscribe to that for more videos on WWDC, all kinds of Apple stuff, as well as just other tech stuff in general. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button down below. I really appreciate it and it helps me out a ton. And then also let me know in the comments down below what you guys think Apple is going to announce at WWDC, or what's something you want them to announce. Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!